Welcome to the Delaware Mortgage Rate Weekly Mortgage Market Update for the week of June 1st, 2015. Hello, I'm John Thomas with Primary Residential Mortgage, here to give you an update. Well, last week was definitely good for Delaware mortgage rates. If you take a look at the bond chart on the screen, you can see the short-term trend with the arrow up as bonds have been moving higher, green candles all week. We bounced off support last week at the 200-day moving average. Very strong sign. We were looking for that bounce off support. So with the green candle on Friday and the short-term momentum is for bonds to move higher with stocks selling off, we're going to recommend floating your Delaware mortgage rate to start the week to see if mortgage bonds can build on this rally and move interest rates lower. Now, if we dig into the economic news, what was helping the mortgage bonds rally and the stock market to sell off was there was a report last week on the second reading of the first quarter gross domestic product for 2015, or the GDP for short. That came out worse than expected and worse than the first reading at negative 0.7%. The GDP is the broadest measure of the U.S., the health of the U.S. Economy, so not very good sign. The GDP grew at 2.4% in 2014 for the entire year. It was predicted to be 2.5% for 2015. We are definitely off to a bad start of negative 0.7 for the first quarter. So we'll have to keep an outlook on that to see if we can get the economy to kick into gear here. And then we saw consumer sentiment for May 2015 came out on Friday. It dropped to the lowest level in 9 years, lowest level of the year, I'm sorry, at 90.2. So consumer sentiment is down. That's a measure of how consumers feel about the economy. Weekly initial jobless claims ticked up 7,000 claims to 282,000 claims for the week. And then next Friday, we're going to see the release of the May jobs report. So that could be a market mover, so we'll give you an update on that near the end of the week of how to lock or float into the jobs report. And then in housing news, new home sales for April 2015 rebounded higher, 6.8% from March low to a 517 sales for April on an annualized basis. The median home price for new construction home sales up 8.3% from last year, $297,300. And then remember, new home sales measure the number of new construction contracts that were signed in April. So this shows a rebound in new home construction because March was not good, it was down. And then pending home sales for April 2015, which measures the number of new contracts on resale or existing homes, it was up 3.4% from March, and it's up a whopping 14.1% year over year from April of 2014. That's the highest level in 9 years. So great rebound in housing, strong housing market as we're into the spring, moving into the summer months. What that means for you as a home buyer is interest rates are still low, home prices are going up, rates probably will move up as the year goes on. So the sooner you can buy, the better, because you'll get a better interest rate and you'll get a cheaper home price. Now, in the local news, USDA Rural Housing is, as of Friday, May 29th, was underwriting new files from May 22nd. So we've got about an 8-day lag there on USDA underwriting, so please plan accordingly when you're writing your contracts. You shouldn't really do anything less than 45 days on a USDA loan, and depending on your lender, you may need to do up to 60 if your lender's turn times for underwriting are not 30 days. And then in the other local news, we've got the next first-time homebuyer seminar in Newark, Delaware on Saturday, June 13th from 10 a.m. to noon at the Christiana Hilton Hotel. And then the next one in Dover is Saturday, June 27th from 10 a.m. to noon at the Dover Holiday Inn. You can register for one of those events by giving us a call in the office, 302-703-0727, or register online, www.delawarehomebuyerseminars.com. Look forward to seeing you guys next week.